it started really lagging. I don't know when, but sometime during that match. So I had to restart the stream. All right, we are back. Sorry about that. Don't know why it was on the wrong Wi-Fi, why it was lagging so bad, but we are back. We are connected. We should be good to go. If you missed what happened last, Lugia, it was Dylan versus Austin. Dylan was playing Zorwork V-Star, and Austin was playing Lugia V-Star, and Austin did take it with Lugia V-Star. We are just waiting right now for round 2 to be paired, and then we will be, or round 3, my bad, round 3 to be getting paired, and then we'll be getting started shortly. All right. Round 3 here. Let me do something real quick. What was a fly? Repost the stream. There we go. All right. Yeah, round 3. We have Sean on the right versus Austin back here on the left. Austin bringing back that V-Star Lugia. And Sean, not too sure what he's on. If he's on the same thing as last week, it might be what was it, a Palkia list, I believe? Don't remember exactly. As soon as time's called, we'll probably find out. We have a judge call already. It's like somebody might be mulliganing a lot. Oh, my head itches. Ah. Here we go. Round 3 beginning. We see Greninja in the active, so probably back on the Palkia Terapagos. Oh, we see that nice Lugia V in the active. Nest ball coming down for the Squawkabilly. That Squawk and Seize ability definitely coming in handy to help get rid of some of these Archeops. Ooh, that doesn't feel good. I would save that for next turn and then put Lumineon down to search for a Jacques. Grab the 2, then Ultra Ball. But that's a little rough. It's a little rough to see. And then he's going to squawk and seize. Okay, so he probably already had the Archeops in hand. Did he already have two in hand? I see one, at least, that we know of. Apologize, I'm also shiny hunting Swaddle in the back, trying to get that Shundo. None so far, but hopefully one day I'll get a Shundo. Still never gotten one. Minchino down. Yeah, Sean. I don't know what's in his hand right now, but seeing just the Greninja on the board makes me worry. But Irida coming down should definitely help him build up a board here. Be able to get the at least maybe a Palkia V. Earthen Vessel to get some energy. Palkia V to put down onto the bench. Start get some board presence here. There we go. Yeah, you're not really going to need canceling Cologne this game, I don't imagine. So it's a safe discard to get 2 water energy. Turn on Moonlight Shuriken. Possibly attach Retreat. Nice, and the Buddy Poffin coming down too is really good. If you do Fan Rotom, you can get the Fan Rotom and a Hoot Hoot. Fan Rotom for another Hoot Hoot, 2 Noctowl. Nice. Beautiful plays. Oh, okay, just grabbing 2 Hoot Hoot. It's just gonna pass there, leaving the single prizer in the active is also a good choice. Not at least attaching the other energy to Palkia is interesting. Wouldn't make it any more of a target. It would give you more freedom with energy later. But I guess you want to have it to concealed cards next turn, so. We have the V Star, and we have a Luminion coming down to search for a supporter. Grabbing the Jacques, which he can go ahead and use to grab Archeops out of the deck. Interesting. He's got the legacy energy, and he's going to put it onto Luminion, making that less of a liability on the bench. And there's the Summoning Star, V-Star ability coming down from Lugia, putting one. Ooh, that doesn't feel good. Putting one Archeops onto the bench. I guess you just didn't have a way to get that second one into the discard. That hurts. Only being on one Archeops always hurts because that one Archeops becomes an easy target. So it's going to be enough to take out Greninja this turn. But the only thing here is now that Archeops is a major target, so we have the V-Star to attach. Definitely not enough energy in discard. Ooh, flip the script is great here. Free Ultra Ball here, getting rid of the Articuno and the Fan Rotom. Search for, I was gonna say possibly Lumineon, but also Terapagos. Got the Terapagos down. So now our Terra plays are online. Very nice. Prime Catcher and a water Pokemon. Palkia. Palkia and Prime Catcher. Yep. See, there it is. We're going to Prime Catcher, get the Archeops out here. Because that Archeops is the target now that it's just the one. Noctowl, we'll be able to search, grab the Area 0 and the Earthen Vessel. Area 0 will extend the bench, boosting Palkia's attack. And Earthen Vessel. Gotta excuse me, sorry, gotta discard one card, but then search 2 energy. And we have Ultra Ball in hand to put them into the discard to power up. Nice. Very nice. Very nice chain of events here. Another Noctowl to be able to search even more. A little bit more bench extension. So now we're hitting for well for enough to take out that Archeops for sure. Lugia is not going to be able to take out a Palkia V-Star in one shot. But Palkia V-Star with doing 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. If the benches are full, then Palkia is definitely hitting for enough, unless there is a V-Guard energy, which I didn't see. There could be a V-Guard energy. I didn't see one, but there could be. He's just going to swing for the 200 onto Palkia V-Star. Right, 220 minus, yeah, 200 damage. Doesn't even need full bench on Austin's side. Just needs 2 more benched Pokemon on his side. And then Palkia is hitting for enough. Nice. Maybe grab a couple nest balls. Or a buddy poffin. Get a couple more hoot hoots. Okay, Night Stretcher, Professor's Research. Not bad. Night Stretcher, get a Pokemon back. Professor's Research, just get a whole new hand. Ooh, Articuno is a good choice. Oh no, Greninja is the better choice. 6. He can still have 2 more Pokemon on his bench here. And then Palkia will be doing 60, 80, 100, 20. 2. It'd be 280 if he's got a full. He gets up to a full bench of 8 here. Keep having to clear my throat, excuse me. There's a nest ball for a Bidoof. And if we are able to take out this Lugia, this might be game. That's why he's working so hard for it right now. Nest ball, yes. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Times 2, that's 160. Plus 60, that's 220. Plus another 60, that's 280. Enough for the knockout. He does not have the V-Guard energy, right? Does he? Oh, he does. Oh, that's so rough. The V-Guard energy. On the bright side, though, like, he's going to be able to come back still and take it out again. Like, he still doesn't have the Archeops or a way to get the Archeops back onto the bench. And, like, with that, without a way to do real damage and build up damage, Lugia is in a rough spot here. Capturing Aroma is going to search the deck for a Pokemon, but I don't know what Pokemon he's going to find here that's going to get Archeops back onto the bench. Cool. I just got another new gold medal in Pokemon Go. Helping people catch. Nice. People catch Pokemon at lures. We need 2,000 more of those. Get to platinum. Because, yeah, they'll be able to take out. Austin will be able to take out the Palkia V Star and the active here this turn. Because it doesn't have much HP left. Because it was hit prior. But once Sean comes back and returns knockout, it's going to look rough for sure. Maybe once he gets down enough, Blood Moon Ursaluna will come into play here from Lugia, but it's not going to come into play anytime soon. And the energy acceleration to it is not going to be clean. Once Sean gets down to 2 prizes, bench the Blood Moon and Jet Energy. Could be a decent play, but oof, that's going to be rough too. We're going to get rid of the Noctowls for sure, and possibly the either Bidoof or the Hoot Hoot. Oh no, no. That's enough. He just has to promote. Oh no, that's right. It has to go down to 5 on the bench and then promote, and then it goes down to 4 on the bench. That's rough. Attach, flip the script, and it will still be able to knock out this Lugia here in the active. Get another bench space occupied by this Fan Rotom. And now we have 5 minutes left in round 3 here. And we will knock out this Lugia V-Star, making this game come down to a boil. And Chino's going to be hitting for at least 210 possibly this turn, so that's good too. Professor's Research. 210 would be enough, or no, 210 minus the 20 from DTE, so it'd be 190. I was going to say it would be enough to take out the Fezandipity, but it's only 190 because of the DTE, subtracting that 20. So it's going to just put the 190 onto Palkia V-Star. And that's really all he can do. But now Sean will just be able to really just knock out the Chinchilla, and Austin's in a tough spot here. He has the Legacy Energy on the Lumineon. And no other energy on any other Pokemon. So how he's going to accelerate any energy later on, I have no idea. About 3 minutes left in the round here. Yeah, Palkia is just going to take out the Chinchilla. You gotta promote before you draw, buddy. Promote before you draw. There's the Blood Moon, so that would be online if you had that and Jet Energy in hand. And there it is. Blood Moon, Jet Energy. Swinging for 240 when that Palkia already has some damage on it, right? So it'll take out the Palkia. So what is Sean's response going to be to this Blood Moon Ursaluna? Or if he possibly has a way to knock out the Raikou on the bench. Are there any more Pokemon to put onto the bench here? Doesn't look like it. But he might have some stuff to search Pokemon from the discard, maybe? Yeah, another Terapagos in hand, so that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So doing 150 if he puts out a Terapagos. Switch. Energy switch, very nice. Boss out the Squawkabilly. And that should be game. Oh, man. Yeah, unified beatdown with 6 Pokemon on the bench hitting for 180, just enough to take out Squawkabilly after boss. Ooh, came down to the wire though. Definitely came down to the wire. That is time too in round. Nami, what's up? Who versus who? Right now that is it just ended, but it was Sean versus Austin. Sean is on the right playing Palkia V-Star Terapagos EX. Austin was on the left playing a Lugia V-Star. It started out pretty rough. It looked like for Sean for Palkia. But he was able to come back very strong considering the fact that the Lugia player was only able to get 1 Archeops onto the bench, making it very easy pickings for a prime catcher play. So he was knocked out very early, and then the Lugia was knocked out, and it kind of snowballed from there, where he just didn't have enough energy to keep up because he didn't have enough Archeops on the bench. The end there was a little. Wasn't sure he was going to have enough damage to do it at the end, but he did have a Nest Ball for the last Pokemon in the deck. Terapagos doing 180 to the Squawkabilly for game. So definitely came down to the wire, and he got it just as time was called too. So that's always good. So not have to go to turns. But yeah, that was round 3. And it went to Sean with Palkia V-Star, which is awesome to see. Love to see it. If anybody's playing Pokemon Go today, how many shiny Sewaddle have you got? I think I got 3. Sewaddle Community Day. Shiny Sewaddle and Shiny Swadloon look pretty cool. Shiny Levani looks no different than regular Levani, which is disappointing. Very disappointing. It was a good round. It was a very good round. It was indeed a very good round. Sean had to get the exact numbers that he needed to be hitting these this damage. So he made it. But yeah, I will be back in just a minute. I'm gonna get some refreshments and run to the bathroom. So we'll be back for round 4 very shortly. Stay tuned.
Pokemon players, round 4 pairings are up. Please pay attention to page 2.
Are these yours? No worries. No worries. Oh, you're gonna roll? Man, this is Joey's dice too. I pulled it out of his drawer. Reroll. I'll go first. Joey went first too. Oh man. The showdown. Oh. I also got 8 mulligans. Oh, you're Joey. Doing it? Ooh. I'm not gonna do it with yours. You got some nice cards. Yeah. None of these matter. Not a single one of these. It's a poop deck right here, brother. You're like no splashing, so I can't use my water. Splash? Rules. You see that water? Now the aqua. Fresca. Look, you even playing like a little pond river mat too? How many mulligans did you take? 5 out of 8. So you should have took them all. Watch, you're gonna get it first one. Just because it's me, yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. Literally top. No shot. You get a mulligan. Let's go. No way. You recording? I don't know if it's recording.
All right, we have a treat for you guys. Round 4 is featuring Sean and Josh Mills, the Mills brothers, up here at table 1, competing against each other, just like a practice round for them, but it's real life. This is pretty cool. Looks like Sean is mulliganing a little bit, which is not great, but yeah, Mills brothers going head to head at table 1. I'm gonna I'm gonna love this. This is gonna be so much fun for me. Both of these players are incredibly skilled, and like they practice against each other a lot, so they know each other's play styles very well. But this is going to be a competitive setting, not a practice setting. So this is going to be good. This is going to be really good. I'm excited for this. Also, just check out Josh's mat here on the left. Josh is on the left above Mewtwo. Sean is on the right above Charizard. Look at that Magikarp mat. It says pool rules, no splashing. And Magikarp is he's just a sad little boy because he just want to splash. All he wants to do is splash, and that makes him happy. But no splashing is the rule. I know it looks like it could say no fishing, but no, it says no splashing. Um, yeah, it makes Magikarp a sad boy when he can't splash. But also, Sean's mat is just like gorgeous. Like that just looks beautiful. The canoe going through the river. There's like the statue head underneath the water. That is gorgeous. We're just waiting for everything to get set up here. Getting settled into our round 4. Welcome to round 4. We are beginning. Oh, is this Quad Thorns? Is Josh on Quad Thorns? No way, right? It's cool that he can still use Fan Rotom. He will need that canceling cologne later for the turn that he wants to use Palkia's ability. But concealed cards will pretty much be offline for this game. Flip the script will be offline for this game. Might just be safer going the straight Terapagos route. Unified beatdown for the win. Because those Iron Thorns will be one-shotting Palkia V-Stars too. So this is going to be an interesting matchup. DTE, this ball, electric energy. It's like a switch. Professor's research. Devolution TM. Trying to scout what's in Josh's hand here. I think he's just going to pass there. 2 Noctowls and a Palkia on the bench is not bad. Is this Quad Thorns? I'm trying to see. I didn't see anything other than trainer cards and energy, so yeah, this looks like Quad Thorns. Techno Radar in the future booster capsule. That's perfect. Techno Radar, grab 2. Yeah, discard that. Get 2 more thorns. Put them down onto the bench. Quad thorns. Yikes. Iron Thorns EX. Writing down what decks people are playing so I can remember for later when I'm doing the thumbnails. Putting a DTE onto the active one. And put the booster capsule on the bench, making them both kind of equally viable targets. And pass back over to Sean. Going through the game plan in his head. You see the whole master work of blueprints going off in his head. And then he executes, benching the Terapagos, putting out the area 0, extending the bench up to 8. Now he's just, I guess, looking through the deck to see what Pokemon he wants to get out onto the bench, because he's got the Noctowl, so he's searching 2 supporter cards. Okay, Irida, Earthen Vessel. Earthen Vessel. Just get some energy into the discard, search more out. That way, 1 turn, he'll be able to cancel and clone the active Iron Thorns and still be able to go off with Palkia V-Star's ability. Irida, yep, canceling Cologne, Palkia V-Star. He'll have to take full advantage of that canceling Cologne. But he only has 1 in the discard now, so... Oh, there's the Ultra Ball. Discard the other 2. Not bad. Ultra Ball, discard the other 2, grab another Noctowl. We had attached to Retreat, which is good. Canceling Cologne, the active. So now we're free to use Palkia V-Star's ability. And there's the Ultra Ball discarding a water and the accompanying flute. So now we have the 3 water in discard that we need, and the Iron Thorn's ability is negated. So Palkia V-Star's ability is online. So we'll be able to accelerate those energy exactly where we need them. Buddy Poffin, Professor's Research. Okay. So let me see. How much does he need to knock out the Iron Thorns EX? $230. So he's got 60, 80, 100, 120, 40, 160, 180, 200, 220, 240. Yeah, so with a bench full and the one Iron Thorns on Josh's bench, he is hitting 240 with Palkia V-Star. So now he just needs to use Palkia V-Star's ability, accelerate the energies, and he is playing the game. Ooh, and puts an energy onto the Articuno on the bench to possibly get a paralyzed later on. That's really cool. Nice. Very good. Very good. Now, Howard's going to be able to respond here. Benching another Iron Thorns, putting a DTE on it. I mean, he's Colress's Tenacity. Interesting to get a Lost City. And we get a special energy too off of that. Or an energy, just any energy. Looks like we're going to get the Electric or a DTE. DTE, okay. You did already attach one for turn. This one in the active is probably going to be knocked out next turn, so I don't know how this is exactly going to play out. We have the Lost City to bump that and get rid of 1, 2, 3 there. Prime Catcher, a Terapagos. And it's like just a pass there. Okay. Prime Catcher, Terapagos. Swap back out to the Iron Thorns with the booster capsule. And a pass back. So we have the Area Zero just coming right back out. Greninja coming down just to fill up the bench. Won't be able to use concealed cards, but we'll be able to just kind of use it to fill up the bench here. Professor's Research to get a whole new hand to work with. Now we have this the switch. You get that Palkia V-Star back out. Yep. Do we have enough? We need 2 more benched in order to knock out the Iron Thorns again. Do a quick discard check, see how many bosses orders and prime like swaps and gusts he's used. Ooh, so he did have both in hand. Very interesting. Ultra Ball discarding 2 more energy to get, ooh, okay, a barrel out of the deck. The barrel turning on that Industrious Incisors. Industrious Incisors for like, what, 2, 3? And KO the second Iron Thorns. Just 1 more needed to win the game. You see Josh go for the Earthen Vessel, discarding the Lightning, getting 2 more Lightning. He is one-shotting this active Palkia here. But I think all Sean would need then is to just promote the Terapagos. Unless Josh has a stadium bump. He needs to find the stadium bump before he can attack here. So if he finds a stadium bump then attacks, then Sean will have a lot more to do here in order to secure the win. But if he doesn't, then he might just be able to promote the Tropicos, bench 1 more, hit for 240. So we did go for the Professor's Research. I think that's the smarter play. Nice. There it is. Lost City to get rid of the Area 0. Getting rid of 1, 2, 3. Crushing Hammer. Okay. Yep. Dang. This just turned around a little bit. So now Sean is going to have to work a lot harder in order to come back from this. Josh put him in a difficult position with the Lost City, the Crushing Hammer, and now the... is it not enough? Oh, that's right. It's minus 20 from the double turbo. Wait. Yeah, so it's... Yeah, it would be enough if it wasn't for the double turbo. But it's still not the worst case scenario here because he can ping it with the Palkia and just try to set up the Terapagos for next turn. I think that's the play. Try to set up Terapagos for next turn and ping it with Palkia this turn. And then next time either boss it up or something. Now the Magikarp looks angry. And now he's back to sad. Glass Trumpet coming down, setting up both Terapagos. Very nice. Yep. Okay. Paying it for, let's see, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40. He's putting it for 160. That's good. Puts it at 170 left. So then Sean would just need 2 benched Pokemon to hit with Unified Beatdown. And Arvin for the booster capsule and possibly a crushing hammer. No. Crushing hammer does not hit, so he just takes the knockout. We promote the Terapagos. Night Stretcher. Yep, and there it is. Night Stretcher, he was going to put another one onto the bench, get enough to take out, be able to unified beat down for enough to knock out the last Iron Thorns. That's the problem with Quad Thorns is it you run out of bench very quickly if they're able to take the knockouts. So that was good. He was able to concealed card or canceling Cologne at the moment that the turn he needed to in order to be able to power up with Palkia, and then it was kind of game over from there. Being able to consistently take the knockouts against the Iron Thorns. Once you get past that initial barrier of I need to use it this turn, so let me canceling Cologne so I can use it this turn. You get past that initial barrier, then you're smooth sailing. But anything can still happen after that. But it kind of had a snowball effect, as you saw. Once he got that first one knocked out, it was easier to get the next one and the next one. So, but that was still solid. Quad Thorns, Quad Thorns. You never know how it's gonna go. You really don't. Either you might prize the canceling Cologne or something. So you really never know how it's gonna go. But Sean is gonna take it. That gives him 2 wins here at table 1, which is awesome to see. We love to see it for the homies. So that was round 4. We have 1 round left. Let me see. There's just about 8.5 minutes left in round 4. So we will be back very shortly for the 5th and final round of this weekend challenge. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be right back.
can take some comebacks. You'd be surprised, yeah. You know, if I can get like squad close enough, I can like get 2 times another couple of tricky plays. But you know, you kind of like think Chris, and if they do, then you have kind of situations. Yeah, it's interesting.
I realized that after.
I've gotten made some crazy comebacks.
because I had the bear out, prime catcher, got the bear out, and had to restart for 3, just hope to find an energy. I was like, please, energy, please. Third card was an energy. I really don't want to play another Raging Bolt. I'm over Raging Bolt. I played Charizard. No, I played Charizard, and then I played Thorns, and then 2 Raging Bolts. Third Raging Bolt. No thanks. Maybe I'll play Joe. Get revenge for the last time. Yeah, I guess. No, I'm coming. My last one. I'm excited. Yeah. You know how it goes. That was crazy. As soon as he flipped up the thorns, I was like, first card. Yeah,
Just take him out of debt.
Turn well.
No, yeah, it's definitely me. Where you at? You on 3, 4? Good luck, good luck.
How did this dice match appear? Did you have it?
I swear to God, I didn't.
I seen you looking for it and out of nowhere it appears. That was weird.
I always use my map.
Sir. Alex gave
He's on that Luigi train. Hey, good luck, good luck, good luck.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, sir.
Now he needs another one. He's gonna feel weird.
Only one. I think it's two safer. You only really want to get it the one time. The other things are already doing it. No, he's ready. No, he's not. Just get it out the way. I can tell, buddy. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go first. I definitely need to.
No, you're good. It's because I was talking about it earlier.
It was.
Like, I know. Don't worry. That's why I'm not going to be like, no.
You heard it.
Sean, which one do you like better?
Pink diamond, baby.
This diamond.
Pink diamond.
That's why I have. Bro, I want to find another pack of lines so bad.
I like these forest grades.
Forest Green. Use those for. No, wait.
No,
I use these two way back too. Because I had Orbeetle in them.
I'm probably going to I'm going to try to give it a good.
Oh, bro,
Does that
trust
make
me,
sense?
it comes all the way back here.
Do you do 4-4?
What?
Or this does? This comes.
Bro,
So I don't have
it covers up to right here.
Oh, okay, cool. But when you set your bench, you do 4 and 4.
I do all the way.
You do all the way
You
across.
dang right.
Like Eternatus.
You dang right.
all the way across, baby.
You dang right.
Okay, we are back with our fifth and final match. We are we're in for a treat. We got some two extremely solid players here at table 1. Sean returning to keep his throne. Can he still keep playing King of the Hill here and maintain his victory position? We have Sean back on the right and Phil. Long time no see, Phil, buddy. Here on the left. I don't know what Phil's on, but we know we've seen it before. Sean is back with the Palkia V-Star that just annihilated Lugia. Well, I don't know about annihilated. It was close. It was close. But with one Archeops on the bench, it was rough. Then he went through the quad thorns. Went through 3 out of 4 of the thorns. Not bad. Not too shabby. And now we'll see what he's up against here with Phil. Phil, what are you bringing to the table, buddy? Let's see what's in that hand. Ooh, Earthen Vessel. Oh man, all I saw was the Earthen Vessel. Come on. All I was able to see from Phil is an Earthen Vessel, which could be in any deck. The Lugia mat suggests Lugia. The green sleeves suggests Ogre Pawn. I don't know what to think right now. There it is. Welcome to the 5th and final round. And we are beginning. That is, in fact, a Raging Bolt. It's a looks like a Raging Bolt to me. So it looks like we got Raging Bolt versus Palkia V-Star. With a Hoot Hoot in the active, he's going to need to figure out something to do here. Ooh, we have 2 Palkia V to bench. Ooh, and just a pass. That looks rough. So we have another Raging Bolt to bench, a Bravery Charm going on the active. Earthen Vessel, discarding a grass to get possibly a Fighting and an Electric.
Yeah, what are all of these? Just staples?
Yeah. Yeah, just staple from prize packs and shit. Uh-huh.
Jeez.
Just stacks, piles.
That's Hayes Palkia, what we were talking about earlier.
This is just like amazing to look at.
I know. It's all the different shiny.
None of these can control things. So it's like, yeah.
I don't know,
I
Bravery
thought that was
Charm.
stamped. I was like, wait a minute. Spoke too soon.
Ooh, okay. We're gonna Hyper Blower already. Forcing out that Hoot Hoot. Throwing the Palkia V-Star into the active. Ooh, Burst Roar. Yikes. You hate to see that. Uh-huh. There's probably a Prime Catcher in there somewhere. I don't know. I wouldn't. It'd probably be in Joey's deck, honestly.
The key right here.
Yeah. Come on, Sean. What you got? What you got? All right, so he does have the Irida. He can get possibly an Ultra Ball and a Palkia V-Star or the Greninja, exactly. Ultra Ball, something for the Noctowl, possibly build off of that. So we're getting rid of the Night Stretcher off of the Earthen Vessel in order to get 2 Water Energy. That'll turn on concealed cards.
Still plays Pidgey.
There it is. Greninja onto the bench, concealed cards. He does have the Noctowl on hand, so he can get 2 of any trainer card once he gets a Terapagos on the bench. That's right, he needs Terapagos first. He has Nest Ball for it, so he can Nest Ball Terapagos. And then Noctowl Search. There's the Terapagos. I'm gonna Nest Ball again. Are you getting off the second Nest Ball? Maybe just another Hoot Hoot? I don't know. I thought it was either you or Nick, so I looked up. I was like, I'm gonna see somebody. It's solid so far. It sucks that Phil had to burst roar first turn, but going second. But if that's the worst thing that's gonna happen, I hope that he can bounce back from it. I'm still wondering what Sean's getting off of Nest Ball here. Okay, going for the Fan Rotom just to put an extra body on the board, I guess. Bidoof must be prized. Maybe another Hoot Hoot would have been good. Because you can't Fan Rotom, you can't use its ability anymore. It's not your first turn. So I think you just did it for the body. You have the Area 0, or do you need to get it off of the Noctowl? You do have the Lost Vacuum to get rid of the Bravery Charm too, so that's good. Okay, not bad. Hit for the 70. Area 0, ping it for 70. Okay. So that puts it at 220. Not a terrible play. Ooh, Secret Box. Nice tech coming in from Raging Bolt here. Discard 3 cards and search your deck for one of each: an item, a tool, a supporter, and a stadium. So Secret Box is just a 1-turn, 1-card way to switch back any game here. And it's pretty consistent. So looks like he gets the Pokemon Catcher, Bravery Charm, Pokestop, and Sada. Instead of the Nest Ball, he gets the Pokemon Catcher. Discarding energy in order to be able to use Sada. So basically, turning on Sada while being able to search for anything that you need. Secret box is crazy. There we go. Now we need to see the Sada come down, putting the fighting onto the active Raging Bolt. Maybe a lightning onto the benched one. There we go. There's no Ogre Pawn on the bench, though, which is rough. Bill, where are your Ogre Pawns at, buddy? We need to see some teal dancing coming down here. Then we see Pokestop. Nice. Okay, so it sucks to get the Ogre Pawns down, but you get 2 energy switches. Or energy retrieval. I always get those 2 card arts confused. Benching a Sandy Shocks. Would like to see a bench an Ogre Pawn. There's the energy retrieval. Getting a fighting back to put onto the Sandy Shocks. Pokemon Catcher, what are we trying to get up here? Terapagos. Okay. So using Pokemon Catcher to force Terapagos into the active. Putting a Bravery Charm onto the other benched Raging Bolt. So now both of them effectively had 290 HP. And there we see Raging Bolt taking out the Fan Rotom. Or not the Fan Rotom. The Terapagos that was moved into the active. And we're just going to ping it again for another 70 damage. So now this Raging Bolt has 140 on it just from the Fan Rotom alone. Looks like Sean is having some difficulty getting stuff set up here. Oof. That is a whiff of a Pokestop. Sending an energy, an Ogre Pawn, and a boss's orders to the discard. Really need to see one of those Ogre Pawns. Mentioned the Pheasantipity, but won't be able to use Flip the Script this turn because Sean did not take a KO last turn. But an Earthen Vessel will be able to search 2 more basic energy from the deck. So he's just going to grab a Grass. Okay. Gonna replace the Pokestop with a collapsed stadium. Interesting. That won't really affect either players. At the moment, it'll prevent Sean from exceeding his bench, I guess, if he gets a Terapagos down, but he would still need the Area Zero regardless. And another Burst Roar from Raging Bolt. So both players are kind of just like bricking a little hard here. But rather both than one side, I guess. The collapse stadium will prevent Sean from benching anything else. Okay, so we get the Noctowl to come down. That'll let us search. Okay, Lost Vacuum. Getting rid of the collapsed stadium. Yeah, that was probably the play.
So it was basically. Sorry, I'm not trying to steer you.
I know exactly.
Yikes. Dropping stuff. Let's see. Still searching for Noctowl here. Looks like he's planning ahead too. Area Zero, Irida. Yeah, Irida grab Palkia V-Star Nestball. Nestball grab Vezendipity. So yeah, he was planning all of that out while looking for the Noctowl searches. There we go. Palkia V-Star swinging for enough to take out the rest of that HP on that Raging Bolt for sure. It took him a minute, but he finally got to what he needed with that Noctowl really setting him up. Phil's going to promote the Sandy Shocks and start trekking through his deck with these shoes here. He's finally got an Ogerpon, and the Pheasantipity now is online as well. Okay. The Pokestop getting rid of the Area 0, forcing Sean to get that Noctowl off of the bench, which is fine. It's fulfilled its job. But now he's going to throw down the Pokegear to search for possibly a Professor Sada's Vitality. There it is. There's the attach for turn. Sada's Vitality coming down, possibly putting a Fighting onto the active Sandy Shock so we can swing with that. And then putting the Lightning onto the benched Raging Bolt. No, he's just going to put 2 Lightning on the Raging Bolts on the bench and draw the 3. Pokemon Catcher, interesting. Okay. More trekking shoes. He's just going to pass back over to Sean. Looks like he didn't have a way to get that Sandy Shocks out of the active, which is unfortunate. Sean has a boss. Now would be the time to use it to take out that Raging Bolt that has energy. Just going to Professor's Research, which is fine. Try to draw into the Prime Catcher, hopefully. Yeah, Phil's deck is running dangerously low here. Pokestop's going to find a Buddy Poffin, but it's going to get rid of the Bidoof and the Barrel. Yikes. Put out the Area 0, getting rid of the Pokestop. Buddy Poffin, hopefully for a Hoot Hoot or something to maybe extend the bench a little bit here. Two Hoot Hoots. Perfect. Another Ultra Ball. What are we getting with the Ultra Ball? Yeah, the V-Star. So you have another one on the bench for backup. So you can take the KO on the Sandy Shucks, possibly. Or you have 4 or 3 left. So he's just going to retreat into the Fanrotom and pass. Interesting decision here. Force Phil to use all of his Pokemon catchers. He's used 2, or he's used all 4. That's probably what Sean was checking for. Two minutes left in round 5. 2 minutes to take 4 prize cards. How are we going to do this? So one fighting onto the Sandy Shocks, one onto the Raging Bolt. Pow Pad to throw them back into the deck to keep yourself from decking out here. You're going to put back a Boss. And a Sada. Shuffle those 3 cards up. Is he going to just take out the Fan Rotom? No, he's only doing 60. Very curious as to how they're going to play this out. That is time in round. Sean is going to be turn 0. Phil will be 1. And Sean will be 2. And Phil will be 3. So he's using the Eroda right now to search for an item and a Pokemon, a water Pokemon. So what is he going to get with that? We get the Ultra Ball. And we get the Wellspring Mask. Hmm. Yikes, he just has to pass there. Poké Gear to grab the boss. Switch cart into the Raging Bolt. Boss out. Terapagos. And he's got to discard 4 energy. Let's see. 1, 2. Oh. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. To knock out the Terapagos for 280. Looks like Raging Bolt might run away with this one. And now that he doesn't have a Terra Pokemon in play, he has to discard until he has 5 under the bench. Okay. As Antipity in the active. Flip the Script is also online here. This will be Sean's last turn. Sealed cards. Do we find anything to use? Counting the Pokemon catchers and the Sadas. Prime catcher. The Pheasantipity. So we can just sob. And at least make it a tie instead of a loss. I don't know. Just to make sure he doesn't deck out. And that's game. That's going to be a draw. That will be a tie. Oh, with it's an interesting way to tie up the game. Just prime catchers and sob instead of letting him take the game. Just sob for the tie. Let's see. I'll turn this up. We'll hear what they're talking about.
It's the draw, it's the attachment, it's the attachment you make.
Try taking the Fez somehow.
It's still attached.
I have this whole play in my head.
No, I'm talking about the turn before.
Takama, yeah.
I'm talking about the turn before.
It's like each one's its own step.
Yeah, knock that out.
Instead of the Terapagos.
Yeah, I could have got that instead of the Terapagos.
I don't think it would have mattered. I still would have did the same thing.
Oh, you were doing that play regardless?
He had that in hand, yeah.
That's fair. Okay, well, either way. I'm good. It was a good game. It was a grindy game.
I know these are the two last games.
Because you know what hurt me the most? Because I was going super aggressive, was when I burst forward my 2 last energy retrievals. Because I'd already Pokestopped 2 out of my 3 teal masks.
So, do you want to tie, or do you want to flip for it?
Oh, wow. I probably don't make it.
You want to tie, or you want to heads or tails it on the die?
We're not doing that. It's a tie.
I mean,
50 it anyways.
Yeah, so you went for Sob, so I mean, yeah, we're gonna go for the tie.
well, I went for Sob. 'Cause I mean,
I
that's
don't
my
blame
only
you for
option.
it. I know, I don't blame you for it.
Sean, you want to hear a funny one? All day only played with 59 cards. I kept thinking it was more resource cards. No, it turns out
Who won in your match?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No, I think he does. That's why I'm like, nah.
Bro, that was a great game. Bro, it was so back and forth of us like having nothing.
Yes, it was. And I was just like, okay, I don't have it. Like, I didn't even teal mask at any point. Did I? Did I teal mask at any point?
I don't think until like those last couple turns. Like, I don't even think you even did it.
I don't even think I teal masked.
Because you got rid of 2 off of Pokestop.
Correct. And then I got the 1, and then
I did.
yeah,
I'm in third.
yeah. So see, let things work out, bro. Let things work out.
Well, I was just saying, like, so like it was like fair because I mean I did go for the Sob play, but like I just didn't want you just to knock me out.
No, I think you did it. I think at that point, I'm just like, it was tough. I mean,
Because if we had more time, I would have just infinitely Sobbed. I had more deck.
So yeah, that was a tie for the final game. Incredible back and forth though. I guess like they both were just struggling to get set up there for a while until the end game, but it was a good game till the end for sure. But yeah, stay tuned. I'll be throwing the camera up. We'll be showing just the shop a little bit and announcing the top cut. So stay tuned for that. We'll be seeing you when we announce the top 8.
Well, just do resistance. 401.
gotta figure out what
yeah, we were both 4-0. Or yeah, 4-1 now.
he's staying
But I knew you were resistance.
Bro, my draws were absolutely garbage, bro. I started with the Hoot Hoot and double Palkia. Literally nothing else, bro. And I'm like,
But I mean, I was like, when I saw the double Palkia, I was like, oh, here we go.
I could see, like, there was like one play I could have paralyzed you, but you didn't use any switches yet, and I didn't know if you ran.
I had to pitch my first switch card.
Bro, that game.
First score twice, man? Really? Hey, really? Hey, I mean, I know that second one. That second one was greedy. I know. I should have just waited. My soul. I know. I was being so greedy.
Tied.
I was being so greedy.
As soon as I saw, like, so we were going to prime catcher earlier, I thought he got rid of it, and as soon as I saw the spring mask come down, the prime catcher, I was like, oh, he's going for the tie. Son of a bitch.
Bro, literally, I don't know if you can see my hand, but my hand was literally prime catcher ogre energy.
It took me so long to get I felt bad it took me so long to get an ogre punch, dude.
Yo, I didn't teal mask.
Yeah, no, not at all. There was no teal dancing.
Okay, but they're not with the water. I think
Closed at 7 a.m. and then 7
Okay. We know your dad's chocolate.
Bologna on the bottom.
Not a bet?
I've been thinking about it.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. I backplayed him. Thank you. Now I can play round with Got 7.
I mean, you're not the only Rachel. Did you believe that? Green one means it's not. I was like, probably not. I copied the yellow board, and that's what it was. That's what I got
What'd you play?
I'll try it one more time next time. Wait, you both didn't do you well today? My first game? Everything else after that? I didn't get to the second until the very last round.
Alright, y'all, I gotta get out of here.
It looked like you gave against my mom. Yeah. See you later.
Dude.
Ran to dope. You guys separate?
Alright,
can I get my top eaters? Oh, I need some more of my top 5
Show me next week.
By next week, I'll probably be done.
Cool.
You should be somewhere. You have your cup.
Alright, friends! See my top 8, please? Can I get my code? Here you go, please stick around for a photo. Thank you very much. And 7th, we have Max. There your pack, please. Max!
Somewhere.
Then we got and then we have Joshua. Just John. All right, Philip.
Woo!
And then the Pokemon Factory. Here's a box. Exclusively from Pokemon today. Alright guys, now make it real close, like you know each other and all that good stuff.
I don't know these guys.
Perfect. Now we look like everybody does. Sorry, Instagram has weird crop on it. Alright, thanks, friends.
All my energy is on. I smell a prime catcher in this one. Oh, you want one?
I said it first.
The classic. Yeah. You know the $400? I feel it. I felt it. I literally felt it. All of the energy. Go all three. That sucks.
Nice playing with you guys. Frustrated right now.
Let me see it. Let's see it. Let's see that again. Oh, ew. Oh, I don't know. You just touched me. Oh. We got our armor in a pretty frustrating. I gotta touch you.
Stand fence?
No. Just a regular old fence. Hey, I'll give you stamp right on. All of them. Only one you get it, dog. Yeah, hey. It's in my locker. I don't know why I just picked that thing. I just. What do I do? What do I do? Class pack magic. I need advice right now. Hey. Is this a loss? Is this Hey, do I just eat that shit? Yo, don't. Goose, that's for you. Didn't know they had the stamped ones, did you? Alright, I got a buddy pop for you. Sober.
Oh man, see you later. Take care. Have a good night.
I'm trying not to. Trust me. I'm not trying.
I'm gonna finish.
I'll tell you. So I'll tell you. Good amount of money.
All right, everybody, that has been our tournament. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time when we're back for another weekend tournament here at the Woké Poké. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.